Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. 2 huge fights. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Arrivals continue with our second main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled in the welterweight division. Now making his way to the stage, professional record, 29 victories, 2 defeats with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Avenal, California, here is the former junior welterweight champion of the world, Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez, you're a former champion at 140 pounds. This is going to be your first fight at 144 as you work your way to welterweight. And we saw you pulling up your shirt there. You're feeling good, huh?
Yeah, I'm just ready to fight May 2nd. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go out there and, win, man. I see myself out there May 2nd, stealing the show.
And you're coming off a loss to Arnold Barboza Jr., and you're going right back into a tough fight. You're the underdog. You're fighting one of the biggest stars in boxing in Devin Haney. How excited does that make you?
Oh, extremely excited. First and foremost, I'm thankful for the opportunity, but it's time for me to, show the world the best version of myself. So I owe it to myself to, move up in a bigger weight class. So those 4 pounds, I know, it's going to definitely do wonders for me that night, and, we're ready.
And I watched you spar in training camp. You looked great, and we know that you come with that Mexican style, that nonstop pressure. What should Devin Haney expect on fight night?
Well, like you said, you saw me spar. You saw me spar against 3 guys, 3 undefeated prospects, soon-to-be world champions, and they went 4 rounds each. Because of the pressure, because of the motivation that I had. Man, I'm extremely ready for May 2nd. And it doesn't matter who's in front of me. I'm gonna do what I have to do to win.
Thank you, Jose. Best of luck.
And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 31 victories, no defeats, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of and representing the Bay Area, ladies and gentlemen, here is the former WBC Junior Welterweight World Champion, the former undisputed lightweight world champion, ranked pound for pound number 9 and ranked number 1 in the world by the Ring Magazine, Devin "The Dream" Haney.
Devin "The Dream" Haney, one of the biggest stars in all of boxing, number 9 pound for pound in the world, Ring Magazine. It's been a long year since your fight with Ryan Garcia. What are you looking to prove?
Alhamdulillah, I'm happy to be back in the ring. This is a dream come true. Allah's a perfect planner. I like to bring fireworks on May 2nd. I look to show the world a new and improved, better Devin Haney than before.
Yeah, and again, that fight with Ryan Garcia in April, we all know what happens. One of the biggest fights of the year. You are still undefeated. What have you been doing along this year off?
I had to go back to the drawing board and, focus on the mistakes I was making, and like I said, become a better version of myself. And I look to go in there and show it on Friday.
And look, it's no secret, right? You and Ryan Garcia are going to meet again in a rematch. But first, you need to beat Jose Ramirez. Ryan Garcia, he needs to beat Rolly Romero. How excited are you for that rematch?
It all starts with May 2nd. My main focus right now is Jose Ramirez. He's a former two-time champion. He's coming, he's bringing everything, and I look to show him. I look to handicap him and show him that I'm just on a whole different level, and then we can get to the Ryan Garcia fight. But it all starts with Friday night.
All right, are we going to see a statement victory?
Inshallah.
Thank you, Devin.
Devin the Dream Haney, Jose Ramirez, 12 rounds in the welterweight division. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, Times Square, New York City.